Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Types of games, cooperative versus non-cooperative. Types of games in game theory can be broadly categorized into cooperative and non-cooperative games. These two types serve as fundamental constructs in understanding strategic decision-making within economics. Game theory, a critical tool in economics, analyzes strategic interactions where the outcome for each participant depends on the actions of all. In this lesson, we delve into the intricacies of cooperative and non-cooperative games, their defining characteristics, and their implications in economic contexts. Cooperative games are those in which players can negotiate binding contracts that allow them to plan joint strategies. In such games, players coordinate their actions to achieve a collective outcome that benefits all participants. The primary focus here is on forming coalitions and distributing payoffs among members. These games are often analyzed using concepts such as the core, the Shapley value, and the Nash bargaining solution, which provide insights into fair and stable distributions of the collective payoff. The core of a cooperative game is the set of feasible allocations that cannot be improved upon by any coalition, meaning no subset of players can achieve a better outcome by breaking away from the grand coalition. This concept ensures stability, as no group has an incentive to deviate. For instance, in a market with multiple firms collaborating on a project, the core would represent the distribution of profits, where no subgroup of firms could increase their total profit by forming a separate alliance. The Shapley value, another critical concept in cooperative games, assigns a unique distribution of the total payoff to each player based on their marginal contributions to different coalitions. It is a solution concept that ensures fairness by considering the value each player adds to the coalition. For example, consider a scenario where 3 companies collaborate to complete a project. The Shapley value would distribute the total profit in a way that reflects each company's contribution to the project's success. On the other hand, non-cooperative games are characterized by the absence of binding agreements between players. Each player acts independently, aiming to maximize their own payoff without any enforceable collaboration. The analysis of these games typically involves the concept of Nash equilibrium, where each player's strategy is optimal given the strategies of others. In a Nash equilibrium, no player can unilaterally improve their payoff by changing their strategy. An example of a non-cooperative game is the classic prisoner's dilemma. 2 suspects are arrested and interrogated separately. Each can either confess or remain silent. If both remain silent, they receive light sentences. If one confesses while the other remains silent, the confessor receives a reduced sentence, while the silent suspect gets a harsh sentence. If both confess, they receive moderate sentences. The Nash equilibrium in this game is for both players to confess, as each player's best response to the other's strategy is to defect, even though mutual cooperation would yield a better outcome. In economics, non-cooperative games often model competitive markets where firms independently set prices and output levels to maximize their profits. Consider the Cournot duopoly model, where 2 firms choose quantities to produce. Each firm's profit depends on its own production level and that of its competitor. The Nash equilibrium occurs when each firm produces the quantity that maximizes its profit given the production level of the other firm. The distinction between cooperative and non-cooperative games extends to their applications and implications in strategic decision-making. Cooperative games are particularly relevant in understanding partnerships, mergers, and alliances where binding agreements are possible. For instance, in international trade negotiations, countries may form coalitions to enhance their bargaining power and achieve mutually beneficial trade agreements. Non-cooperative games, however, are more suited for analyzing competitive scenarios where binding agreements are not feasible. They provide insights into market behavior, pricing strategies, and competitive tactics. For example, in the context of oligopolistic markets, non-cooperative game theory helps explain how firms might engage in price wars, product differentiation, and other competitive strategies to capture market share. Empirical studies have shown the practical relevance of these game theoretic concepts. For instance, in the airline industry, firms often engage in non-cooperative behaviors, such as price matching and capacity adjustments to maintain competitive positions. Research has demonstrated that these strategies can lead to Nash equilibria that explain observed market outcomes. Furthermore, experimental economics has provided valuable insights into how individuals and firms behave in cooperative and non-cooperative settings. Experiments have shown that people often cooperate more than traditional game theory predicts, highlighting the role of factors such as trust, reciprocity, and social preferences in decision-making. These findings suggest that while non-cooperative game theory provides a useful framework, real-world behavior may be influenced by additional considerations. In conclusion, understanding the differences between cooperative and non-cooperative games is fundamental to applying game theory in economics. Cooperative games emphasize coalition formation and fair distribution of collective payoffs, providing insights into partnerships and alliances. Non-cooperative games focus on independent strategies and competitive behavior, offering valuable perspectives on market dynamics and strategic interactions. Both types of games have profound implications for strategic decision-making, and their concepts are supported by empirical evidence and experimental studies. By grasping these distinctions, one can better analyze and predict the outcomes of various strategic interactions in economic contexts. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.